Hey everybody, Alco here, and we're back. I'm back. This is my first video of 2024, and I hope everybody's been good through the festive season and everybody stayed safe. And oh yeah, now it's back to work. I thought I'd speak on something very essential today. I was questioned by a friend of mine once again. He said, as a person that encourages Black consciousness and awareness as I do, what exactly do I think, he said, we should do in order to benefit and grasp all these concepts that I always try to imply in my messages. And so I'm gonna try to mention a few of those things I believe, and you guys can also share more of what it is that you think is important for us as a race. So I'd like to apologize to my beloved people of other demographics, as I will not dedicate the very few next minutes to speak to the people of my race. So firstly, as Black people, let me just go ahead and be very direct. I think what is very fundamental to us before implying, before inflicting, or before implementing any other new concept or ideology or whatever, I think what's important is to firstly alleviate or remove the paradigms that were built and inserted in us from very long ago. We need to stop the thought process, the mindset we have of looking at ourselves as inferior as opposed to other races. In many scenarios have I seen a Black person downgrading themselves at the presence of the other race. And I'm not going to mention to not want problems, but I've seen in many cases us privileging other races as opposed to doing so with ourselves. We even tend to trust other things that are made by the others as opposed to those that are made by ourselves. So if I look around, we say, I trust this cell phone because it was made by a white man. I trust a certain equipment, a certain machinery, because it was designed and fabricated by a white person. Had it been a Black person, it would have been another story. I, as a Black person, would have difficulty in trusting that. And that's mindset to really divorce, especially this year. I think we should alleviate that manner of thinking and build the habit of normalizing the fact that every race all across is equal. So secondly, this actually hit me last night. I think, again, another very important point is, we need to stop with this immediately as well. Vusi Tembekwayo said something that went viral the other time. He said that apartheid didn't lose and it won. Everyone was upset with him, and it was the truth. Because he said the most insidious thing that apartheid ever did was to make Black people believe that it's okay to think and do small. Counterpoint, it's not okay to think and do small. So I think we really need to be calm with a mindset that tells ourselves that it's not right. And this is not an argument for everybody, because I am aware of the average person out there saying that, they're okay with whatever they have and what they have accomplished. But it's like, no, it's not, because again, as something that was inserted in our minds from very long ago, we need to be able to come out on the other hand and say, no, it's not okay to just think and do small. That will give us an ability to venture into greater things. Thirdly, I think to just get more involved as a race. If we really hope to get to certain heights, there's going to be those where we're going to have to open. There's going to be conversations we need to have. There will be environments we need to learn how to exist in. There will be walls where we need to learn how to create. So getting more involved in various and diverse concepts will really help us a lot in breaking through. Fourthly, and perhaps the most important to me, is to have a succession plan. I realize that as Blacks, we never have a succession plan, never. And this goes to, I think, any career field. The UK monarchy is a perfect example of this. When the late Queen Elizabeth passed on, there was the hierarchy of power that was published, and you could see that the entire generation knows exactly who's next, and if the next one dies, who is to follow. Then made me realize that we don't do that. Never. Whether it's in politics, anywhere. You could go to any political party. There's members that are 60, 70, 80 years old. They're not willing to let go because they don't want to let the younger ones come into play. You know, they don't want to pave that path to allow the younger generation to grasp some of the fruits that they were able to get during their golden ages. And that's very hurtful to some of us who are the younger generation. So we need to learn how to have a succession plan, because that's how legacy is not only built but also sustained. So I think along with that and a few other concepts, we can be able to break through as a race. If you guys have anything else that you would like to suggest, please feel free to do so in the comment section. Thank you.